Okay, today we are going to learn how to calculate percents. Percents we use every day. Money is actually broken up into percents. 1 cent is 1% of 100 cents, which is a dollar. 50-cent piece is 50% of a dollar. A quarter is 25% of a dollar. And how many times have you seen a sale that says 10% off or 20% off or 30% off? Well, you're going to learn how to calculate those. It's so easy. Once you see this formula, you're going to be amazed at how easy it is to calculate percents. Let's go. Okay, so percents are not as hard as you think. Just remember this formula. Part whole equals part over whole. So part over whole equals part over whole. Part over whole, the first one on the left is the for your percent. So this is the part for your percent. See if I can draw a percent here. And this is the side for your numbers. I mean, numbers are in percents. Percents are in numbers too, but the part of the numbers that's not percent. How about that? Hey, that's pretty good there, isn't it? I like it. All right. So let's look at an example. Okay, example 1. What is 30% of 420? Okay, so let's use our formula here. Now, so the first part before you use the formula is figure out what is the part and what is the whole. So the part of the percent would be 30%. The whole of the percent is always 100. 100%, that's everything, right? Now, what is the part of the number, the term? Well, that is what we're trying to figure out. What is 30% of 420? The whole, in terms of the number, it would be 420. So now we fill in the blank with our formula. So for the percent, you got 30. And for the whole of the percent, you have 100. And for the part of the term, we don't know what that number is. That's what we're calculating. And for the whole of that, we know it's 420. So now we cross multiply. And if you don't remember how to cross multiply, we just take the numerator, multiply it by this denominator, and take this numerator and multiply it by that denominator. Okay, so it would be 100 times x and 30 times 420. And what we do is we take the answer, so the product of 100 and x, we put on one side of the equal sign, and the product of 30 and 420, we put it on the other side of the equal sign. And we like to have the x's on the left. There is no real rule to that. It's just something we're used to seeing. So we put the answer with that variable on the left side. Okay, so now we always divide by whatever number is next to the x. And in this case, the number is 100. Okay, so we're going to divide both sides of the equal sign by 100. So we have 100x divided by 100 equals 12,600 divided by 100. And 100 divided by 100 is just 1. We don't write that 1. That's why it's blank here. And 12,600 divided by 100 is 126. That's the answer. What is 30% of 420? 126. All right, that was easy. Now let's do another one. Okay, so what percent of 60 is 20? So now you're trying to figure out what the percent is. So the percent is unknown, but we do know the whole of the percent, but we don't know the part of it. So remember our formula, part over whole equals part over whole. So the part for the percent, that's what we're trying to figure out. The whole of the percent is always 100. The part for the number, we know is 20. And the whole for the number is 60. Now, all we have to do is just fill it into our formula. Okay, so we put it into the formula. X, which is the part for the percent that we don't know. 100 is the whole of the percent. 20 is the part of the number, the term. And 60 is the whole of the term. Okay, and then again, we cross multiply here. Okay. So when we cross multiply, 60 times x is 60x. 100 times 20 is 2,000. So it'll be 60x equals 2,000. Okay. So now we divide both sides by the number next to the x. In this case, it will be our 60. Okay. So 60x divided by 60 equals 2,000 divided by 60. And you're going to get x equals 33. Well, actually, it'll be 33.333333, but we'll just stop at 33. And the answer is 33%. Okay, let's do one more. Okay. 15 is 50% of one number. Of what? 15 is 50% of what number? Okay, we use our formula again. Part over whole equals part over whole. So if we put in our part we know 50% is the part of the percent. 100 is always the whole of the percent. 15 is the part of the term that we're trying to find out the percentage of. And the whole of it, that, well, we don't know that. That's what we're trying to figure out. So we cross multiply again. So it'll be 50 times x, 100 times 15. And we get 50x equals 1,500. Divide both sides by 50 because that is the term next to x. And we get 50x divided by 50 equals 1,500 divided by 50. We cross multiply and we get, we divide and we get x equals 30. So 30. And the thing you hear in this case, we can instinctively answer this question. 50% is something that we know to be half. And it's saying 15% is half of what number? Well, 15% is half of 30. So you can figure that out mathematically, but we also can answer that problem instinctively. And understanding it instinctively will let you know that your answer that you calculated is correct. And now you're ready. Yay! So let's do some percent problems.